Heyo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? It is time to go to Service Ontario so I can legally drive my vehicle and get healthcare again. I can still get it, but after the next 8 days, I won't be able to. We need healthcare, don't we, kitty cat?
Go away.
I'm sorry. Jeez, she's so grumpy today. I don't know what her problem is. Let's get suited up, get off to Service Ontario, stand in a queue line for a bit, take a photo, sign some documents, become legal once again. Then we're gonna go to the dollar store, pick up some thread, come back here, do some lifting, get ready, steady, and ready to rock. Today is leg day. I can honestly tell you 100% not looking forward to it. I'm 100% understanding why people skip leg day. Because sweet Jesus Murphy, it hurts. Hurts so bad. So I came downstairs at 5 minutes to and fired up the truck. But we still got to clear all this shit off of it. Ooh, I got mail. Yay. I got bills. Yay. All right, let's clean up the truck. All right, guys, let's get going. Ooh, I got a low tire. I'm at 29 PSI in the rear left. Ain't that special? Ain't that a special case? All right, let's see if we need 4x4 to get out of the driveway. So far, so good. Roads aren't too bad. I know I sit high in this truck, but seeing around that snowbank there was kind of hard. If I'd have been driving the G6, I'd really be screwed. Mind you, if I'd have been driving the G6, I wouldn't be going at this time, that's for sure. I would have to clear the end of that driveway. I would have snowplowed it. I would have snowplowed the driveway with my back end of my freaking car. Oh, here's 90 bucks I wish I didn't have to spend, but I have to spend so I can drive. I've been seeing all these posts on Facebook that are funny. It's like, beer is officially cheaper than gasoline. You're better off to drink than drive. And then there's a head shop in Sudbury where they posted a sign, our grass is cheaper than gas. I thought that was kind of funny. So that's the what's going on in the world today. The price of gasoline is way too damn high, and everybody's making a joke out of it. Like that one meme on Facebook where it's like you go up to the pump and you put $15 in, and Buddy's got like one of those droppers and he's like spritzing gas. Remember the last time the gas went crazy in price? And Fast and Furious came out and their intro was them stealing a gas truck. I was honestly expecting a Fast and the Furious to come out where they steal a lumber truck when lumber went crazy. What am I talking about? Lumber is still crazy. That's why my buddy bought a mill, so he can mill his own trees into friggin' lumber. He doesn't need graded lumber for the stuff he's building, he just needs lumber. But yeah, like, it's friggin' insane that we go through a pandemic and then we come out of it and there's just all this bullshit happening. It's like, I get it, man. Everybody's under a lot of mental stress. COVID put a number on us, but let's pump the brakes on jacking up the prices on everything. People need to recover. People probably blew through their savings pretty hardcore during this pandemic just to keep afloat. Man, that car parked on the side of the road there, it's seen better days. So currently outside it's -3. Of course, we're getting a snowstorm because welcome to the Great White North. I never asked Nikki what it was doing down in her neck of the woods. Knowing them, they're probably all sunny and friggin' bare streets and stuff. And up here it's totally trying to be December again. Well, T-8 days until the lake is a sanctuary and ice fishing is no longer a thing. And I am A-okay with that. I could go out again one last time this weekend, but honestly, I don't think I will. Like, ice fishing is something everybody should experience if they're an angler. If you're into fishing, you should experience ice fishing just once. And definitely experience it the way I do it, where you gotta walk out, manually rip your holes, set up a shitty tent. You can have a fish finder or you can go fishing blind. That's up to you. It's not hard to tell when you're on the bottom, because the moment your rod stops dropping line, you're on the bottom. And if it never stops, that means a fish picked up your lure and is running away with your line. Close your bail, set the hook, and bring that dinner in. That was a mistake my buddy made. He's like, man, this lake's friggin' deep. I've been dropping line like crazy for a while. It's not even that heavy of a hook. I'm like, dude, you probably got a fish. He sets the bail and the friggin' rod folds in half. He's like, oh shit, I didn't even realize. Of course not, the bail was open. Oh man, it's like Star Wars out here. It's like we're taking the jump to light speed, boys. How bad Service Ontario? Actually, that doesn't look too bad at all. Sweet. There's like one car there, 2 cars. I'll learn to count one day. So yeah, you're probably saying, Adam, why don't you just renew your license online? I tried. I actually went online to renew it and went through all the process, put in all my information in that. And then at the end, they're like, oh, unfortunately, you cannot renew in this zone. You need to go to a Service Ontario. And I was like, well, that sucks. Like I can renew I used to be able to renew my stickers online. That was awesome because they just give you, thanks for the signal light, bud. They just give you a thing that you print out and you keep it in your car until the stickers arrive. So if the cops pull you over and go, your stickers are out of date, you just, wow, this parking lot's awesome. You just show them that certification, and boom shakalaka, you're good to go. All right, well, seeing how there's nobody here for anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and jam my car. I'm a customer. Well, not yet, but I'm gonna be. All right, welcome to Service Ontario. I'm gonna go inside and get my shit, and I'll be back. And there we go. So guys, the stickers, I just asked her about that. I'm like, do I need to get a sticker? She says, no, but you do need to renew every year. And I said, okay, like, is there a cost to that? And she said, no. So every year you got to come in and renew your vehicle's validation, but there's no sticker, there's no cost. It's actually kind of stupid if you ask me. So you basically go in, you bring in your ownership. They update it in the system that you own the vehicle. There's no reminder. She recommends doing it 1 year. I'm going to be doing it in 2-year increments because I can't be bothered to be coming in there. Some days it's just brutal. Like I lucked out today. I went in and I was in and out like trout. So I always dread going to Service Ontario's, man. Because sometimes, like I remember back in the day when I had my Ford Tempo, I went in there just to get my sticker, and it was a 45-minute ordeal of just waiting, and I think I just went on a bad day, like everybody was renewing everything. I remember I went in there for something else. Oh yeah, to get the used vehicle package for the old Ford Focus for Chuck when I sold him my Ford Focus, and that was a bit of an ordeal too. Kind of missed that old Ford Focus. She was so cheap on gas, such a reliable car because it had no features. Like a lot of the people who had issues with their old Ford Focus were the ones with the Z-Tech engine. I had the old split port injection. I had a 5-speed manual transmission, and rear defrost was listed as a feature because it came with an AM/FM radio. Like there was nothing on the car. No heated seats, no anything. Like the car was so basic bottom bitch, it was ridiculous. And that's how I usually buy my vehicles. Like this thing here, it's basic bottom bitch. There's there's no extra features like heated seats or anything stupid that can explode, except for the stuff that's added afterwards, like put on the well, I didn't put it on. I bought the truck how it was configured. One of the features was the was it 3.31 rear end with limited slip or locking differential, so I can pull out my 4x4 thing and it locks the ass end, so she's like full lock. What else do I got on this thing? I got the off-road package, so I got the better suspension system because I totally off-road all the time, and the towing package with the transmission cooler, so I can tow a bunch of weight that I never do. Let's go to Dollarama, get some thread, become a seamstress today. Man, this parking lot's pretty dead too. Is everybody working, or are they just too scared to go out in a snowstorm? The jollies of buying a big truck. Whew, this parking lot's bumpy. Whee! Hey, maybe afterwards we'll hit up the hemp shop. I'm kidding. I don't do that kind. I just drink alcohol. Okay, burp. Well, that took me longer than I wanted it to, but we're back. I went through every damn aisle in there trying to find freaking thread. Never guess what aisle I found it in. The aisle where all the electronic shit is. Never thought to look there. Probably should have thought to look there, where all the electronics and school supplies are. You know, because it makes sense to put it with school supplies. Just gotta defrost my window. I can't see shit out of you. Guys are fine because you're at that perfect viewing angle, but me not so much. All right, let's skedaddle. We are done here. We don't need the liquor store. It's not a weekend. Oh, so bumpy. Let's go home. We'll make a pre-workout, and then it's time for Liftomania. So one thing I gotta say about that new pre-workout that I bought, guys, holy crap, that flavor profile, it's definitely something else, as in a bad thing. You really gotta choke that back. It is not an easy gurgle. Like it's a real hard drink. It's very, very, very sour. You can tell there's citrulline in it. Citrulline totally has that burn your taste buds out flavor. You should chase that truck down and heist it. A lot of money right there. I like how all the signs they have down here, the only one advertising for a place is the head shop. Like seriously, the one plant recreational cannabis. Best value in North Bay. They all say best value in North Bay. Our dope's better than your dope. You guys all get it from the same damn grow place. Like, what are you talking about? No, that's one thing I'll never start back up is smoking marijuana again. Because, man, I used to have nothing but complications with that. It would actually cause my VO max to plummet so low that I would stroke out. And I remember the one time I was at Pug's, that actually happened. We were cheeching in his shop when he had the house on Wilson. And I took a great big hydraulic haul off the joint. And next thing I know, I'm laying on the ground. He's over top of me like, oh, holy shit, buddy, you okay? You okay, buddy? Holy shit. Like, what happened? Like, he just went into the friggin' shakes, and I'm like, yeah, that happens sometimes when I smoke weed. I probably shouldn't do that anymore. And then from that point on, he would never pass me a spliff because he didn't want to see me do the funky chicken again. I scared the shit out of him. He thought I died. He thought he was gonna have to call the hospital, rush me into the emerge. It's happened a few times at my house too, and I used to smoke back in the day. For my sleeping disorder, it was fine if I did bong loads, like ice bong, but if I got stupid and friggin' tried to smoke a joint or use the pipe, it was game over. If I could cool the smoke down enough, it was fine, but then when I started vaporizing it, then it was fine. Haven't tried edibles, but honestly, I don't really want to fall down that wagon because all that shit's expensive, and I can put that money towards other things, like fixing up my house. You know, having a couple drinks on the weekend, playing video games, that's one thing, but doing edibles like every night just to fall asleep, the easier solution is to exhaust yourself both physically and mentally. And after an 8-hour day doing what I do, the mental aspect's already exhausted. My brain doesn't want to think anymore. I appreciate that. Look at that guy's bumper. Holy aggressive. Definitely going deer hunting with that truck, but that's why I like to work out in the gym. And when I used to do full body and then take a day off, that day off was brutal, man. That night's sleep sucked. So that's why I like doing this bro split, where it's like upper one day, lower the next, upper one day, lower the next. I'm physically exhausting myself, putting my body through a lot of strain, forcing it to repair and get bigger. And the whole time, it's doing me nothing but favors. So I appreciate that. I think what I might do is I might mix in a protein shake with the pre-workout. 1 scoop of the protein with 1 scoop of the pre-workout and some creatine on top of it. Because this pre-workout doesn't have creatine in it. Unlike that cheap bunk from Walmart. Mind you, that cheap bunk from Walmart was literally creatine and a whole shitload of stimulants and a little bit of L-arginine. So, kind of weak sauce. And it wasn't even that many stimulants in it. It was only like 180 milligrams of stimulants. You can get more out of drinking a friggin' coffee. Hell, you could have 2 Cokes back to back and be there. So I honestly don't see the point in buying that Walmart shit anymore. Mind you, this new stuff has 1,100 milligrams of stimulants in it, which is amazing because it just makes you want to throw down and hoe down, and sometimes bro down. So I do appreciate that, and it's got this other stuff in it that I looked up, and there's no scientific proof that it can or can't help you. It's called DHEA. Apparently it used to be an illicit drug, but then they decided to make it not illicit, so that's kind of cool. And I don't know if that's actually doing anything, but kudos if it is. I just wanted something that would, like, you know, something that when I drink it, I can feel the hair growing in my ear. You know that feeling when you're overstimulated? That's what I wanted. So, like, when I'm in the gym throwing down and I start getting fatigued, the caffeine goes, no, you're not. Get back in there. Get back in there. Push harder than you did last time. Push to the burn and then push past the burn. Really make those muscles sore so that you wake up the next day and your body knows that you kicked the living shit out of it. Well, we got what we needed. I even bought some Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. Nikki brought one down with her. I brought one up with her, I should say. And she used it on some spots in my house, and like, holy shit, man. Those things are cool, so I grabbed the 3-pack from Dollarama because let's see what kind of damage we can do. Then we got Potato Pillow to fix, so the only threads I could find were Easter colors, so looks like Potato Pillow is going to have a little festivities in it, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, just trying to give this person enough space here because they got a puppy and leash on them. It's really low. That dog's not stupid. It doesn't rush out. But anyway, I'm almost home, so I'll chime back in when I get there. Man, that was pretty sweet. Came into the driveway all slow and stuff, and then I hit the freaking brakes and my truck slid for a bit. Almost banged out the garage. Good times. Anyway, guys, this is what I bought. It's not the Magic Eraser it's the Javex version, which they told me is the same and you get more for less. And then, see what I mean by Easter thread? Every color but black. Should work fine. Because the Potato Pillow is like a gray, so we can probably use that purple. And me being colorblind, I won't see it. Could work out nicely. Anyway, I gotta go take a big dump and then get some pre-workout going. So what I'm gonna do with you guys is take you upstairs and fire you guys on the charger while I chug a pre-workout, take a massive dump, and then get raging in the gym. And then afterwards, we'll set up the camera in a very interesting mode called video, and we'll shoot a video of fixing Potato Pillow. How does that sound? Hopefully it sounds like a plan, because that's all I got. Hello! The workout is done. While I was working out, guys, I decided to make something different for dinner tonight. Something that Nikki showed me you can do with cabbage that I didn't realize you can do with cabbage. And I'm not sure how it turned out because I literally put it in and then did leg day. And tomorrow I expect to be a cripple again because leg day was awesome. Next time I do leg day, these 15s are coming off. That 25 is going on. I'm gonna up it to 100 pounds and then bang out 25 squats. 4 sets, 100 squats total. Really get these old pipe cleaners just straight blazing. Like, let me tell you, it did work. 80 pounds, because before I just had 10 pounds on each side, up to 15. It was too easy in the beginning, but then the fire started getting lit, and then I just kept pushing through the burn, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's the strat with this workout, is you lift until it feels annoying, and by annoying we mean you get that burn and it feels uncomfortable, and then you power through that. You guys aren't even looking at me, but that's okay. I suck at aiming cameras. Come on, soap, come out of the bottle. I think it's time I get a new soap bottle. But that's what you do. You basically, you lift until you get that annoying burning sensation, and then you just power through it. And it's funny because you power through it and all of a sudden it goes away, but then it comes back double sucked. And you can usually tell when it's time to quit. Like when you're squatting and you're at the bottom and you're going to push to get back up, and it's taking everything in your body just to get the bar back up. Maybe it's time to rack it at that point and walk it off. That's what I was doing. I get to about 20. I'd feel the burn. So then I'd pound out another 5, burn would go away, and then I'd pound out another like 5 or 6, and I'd feel that like complete failure. So then I decided to shut her down, but I'm gonna need my weigh scale because I need to weigh the cabbage so I know exactly what I'm taking, because I am measuring my food. But I do need a weigh. What's this? Hot sauce. Cool. That's not heavy. I do need a way to see the scale as I'm weighing it. See, that's the problem with these shitty scales from Walmart. I need a platform scale with a number on the front. Can I see through that? No, that'll work. All right. So, are you hot? Ouch. 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 Ouch, 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 ouch. Look at that. That's cabbage. Oh, geez, that's leaking cabbage. But that's totally cabbage. So, you know what? I'm gonna put my plate on top of it, tear it again, and then just transfer this over to there. Mental note, buy a food scale that isn't a slice of lime. So 347 grams of cabbage. My phone down here? No, it's upstairs. And then on top of that, I got 2 pork chops, the Kirkland brand. I don't know why people knock the Kirkland brand. My buddy even knocks. He's like, oh, is it Kirkland? Oh, I got some muscle relaxers. Oh, is it the Kirkland kind? I'm like, yeah. Oh, Costco brand. Okay, what's funny about Costco brand? They're actually really good muscle relaxers. Just as good as a Relax-A-Set. So that's going to be my meal for tonight. We're going to have some pork chops and some cabbage. Bon appetit. I'm gonna go eat. And it's gonna be motherfucking delightful. Goodbye. All right, guys, behind me here is the potato pillow. Gonna go ahead and figure out how the heck this is put in here. Oh, it's tied up over here. Okay. I was thinking about just cutting the bag, but then if I'm not able to fix it, it's gonna go back in the bag. I watched a couple of YouTube videos on how to sew. They didn't teach me much, but we'll give her a go. I'm a poet, and I do freaking know it. Okay, so where is the rip? Now, I gotta be careful when I take this out of here because a couple of the beans did come out. So where was that? Yeah, there's the tear right there. Right there. Fair size too, so. But this is the potato pillow. And Oreo was sitting on it at Christmas time. And like, there's a fistable hand in the handhole in the top. It's not beans either. It's filled with some sort of a felt. Let me go grab the thread and I'll be right with you. Of course, Oreo came in the room as I went downstairs to get the Easter thread. $1.25, not too bad. We got plenty of thread. So I need my sewing needles. Holy, where the frig did I put those? Really should have thought this through. But do I ever think anything through? I just do. Found them. All right, so I got my sewing needles here. They had me in stitches. Bing. Anyway, let's get one to come out. Use one of these big ones. Scadaboosh. Sorry if I'm not getting the shot, but aim it down a little bit more. I'm gonna go with this purple thread because it kind of sort of blends in when you're colorblind. Now, where's the start? Oh man. Okay, I found the beginning of the thread. Now the fun part. I have 2 years of practice of doing this with a fishing hook. Let's see if I can thread this thread through this needle. The last time I sewed anything was in grade 7, and I made a pillow, and I have no idea where that pillow ended up. Oh, I made shorts as well. Never wore them. They didn't fit. Okay, the head of that needle is actually closed. So, we're gonna grab the old Cabela's pocket knife, and we are going to open up the head of the needle. Do not try this at home. and I broke the needle. Ah, shit. So we'll grab another needle, and we won't try that again. This whole video is going to be me just trying to put the thread through the eye of the needle, but I'm not only colorblind, I think I'm also partially blind. Like Dollarama thread and Dollarama needles. You'd think there'd be a compatibility. Meanwhile, Oreo's sitting there inspecting the bed. I just hope he doesn't jump on it. It is his, but I'd like to fix it before he jumps on it. Haha, success! He did it! All right, let's grab an ample amount of thread here. I'm gonna stitch the living shit out of this. So like I said, I watched the YouTube video on how to sew, and I will admit I didn't learn anything, so we're just gonna do like we normally do. Plan B, boys. Just give her. So normally you're supposed to use scissors to cut your thread, but you know old Skivinz here, he doesn't have scissors on hand, so I just use the next best thing, Cabela's pocket knife. Some magical way, I just managed to tangle the thread up, so that's pretty sweet. Power of wisdom, I managed to detangle the thread, so that's even sweeter. So the one thing the video taught me was to basically double up the thread so that you have 2 equal lengths on each side of the needle head. I'm attempting to do that now, but failing miserably because, well, I'm an IT professional, not a seamstress. On today's video, we're gonna pretend to be a seamstress. Let's see if I can get a better shot for you guys. We'll come down here to Oreo's level. And here is the big gaping hole. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start back here. I'm gonna fire the needle through. And they said to pull it a bunch of the way through and then go right back through the same hole that you made or something. Oh, it does knot up. Nice. Once again, not a seamstress. Welcome to Amateur Hour with Skivinz. Should have grabbed a bunch more thread. Now, of course, if I'm doing this wrong, anybody in the audience, by all means, go ahead and comment. It's cool. Like I said, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I watched the YouTube video, did not get educated. Just taking my best shot at this. Pillow's been broken since December. And as you can see, Oreo's over here, and he's eager to use his potato pillow. Watch out, dude. I do not want to stitch your face to this. I have a feeling I completely missed the other side. Yep. It's also not easy to stitch with this fluffy, like, dead rabbit material that the pillow's made out of. But we're getting it. The hole's getting smaller, so that's got to mean success. Now, keep in mind, guys, if you're ever wounded in the field and I'm there, do not ask me to stitch your wounds because if it's a minor wound, when I'm done, it'll probably be a major wound and death will be imminent. So, pro tip, heads up. I pretty much sealed that right up. Well, you know what this means, guys. I'm pretty much ready to start my own sewing company. Skivinz Stitches. Going to be opening up a store in the mall. Oreo's going full potato on me right now, and I don't know why. He's kicking things. All right. Well, I'd say I did a pretty Pantene Pro job. So what I'm going to do now is, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do now. Probably just pass it through itself again and call this a day. Potato pillow is fully fixed. No more hole. Come here, Oreo. Try it out. Up. Okay, Oreo likes it. No more hole. Good job. Good job, Skivinz. You deserve a chicken sandwich. Now that's what I call some mad skills. I learned how to sew. Did I do a good job? Probably not. Is it holding? Probably. Nice! I do have to say, sewing isn't too bad when the material you're sewing is fluffy enough and can hide all imperfections. True story. Anyway, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I gotta let the dog out for his final squirt the dirt and pump a dump. I gotta get to bed because tomorrow's another day and it's a day that involves working. I need money. I like money. Not supposed to snow tomorrow, which is friggin' awesome. So I'll probably get out there tomorrow and blast that driveway and clear it. Got a shit ton today. Tomorrow's supposed to be like +3 though, so probably gonna be like chucking slush. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do to get shit did, right? That meal I had tonight, pork chops and cabbage. That was pretty good. That held me over really well. I'm not even hungry right now. So that's pretty awesome. Normally it's like I'd have the chicken wings and stuff and I'd be hungry and want a snack and I'd come down here and mess over a protein shake or something. Nikki brought me this for something. It's Protein and Greens by Vega, plant-based. Bet you it's pea protein. Checking 21 grams of protein from a plant-based blend. Dietary antioxidants, vitamin C from acreola juice, made with spinach, alfalfa grass, and mother friggin' kale. I hate kale. Protein and Greens. Cool. There's a product that I saw a couple people using on YouTube, and of course they're doing a product placement, so I don't know if it's any good. Because whenever I see a YouTuber talk about a product, and then they're like, use code whatever to get it, I question if the product's actually good, or if they're just telling me to use that code so they can make more money to afford more stuff. Kind of throws me off my my jive for the product. But I did notice that you can buy the product in bins and bins when I was there the other week picking something up, more L-tyrosine. I thought about grabbing a couple pouches of it and just giving minute ago. What it is basically, it's your daily intake of vegetables in the form of a powder that you just mix with water and chug a lug, and congratulations, you ate all the carrots you need in a day. Pretty sweet, right? I know a lot of bodybuilders who go that route because they tend to not eat a lot of vegetables in a day because vegetables are not calorically dense, and a lot of my friends are into the strongman stuff, so they got to eat a lot of calories. So they don't want to waste stomach space on things like calorie efficient foods like spinach and broccoli and all that, where you can eat like 4 pounds of it and it's only 200 calories worth. It's just not going to work. They'd rather spend their calories on the intake on things that are high in protein and high in carbohydrates so that they can recover faster after their brutal workouts. Where for me, I'm trying to eat under my calories while getting 200 plus grams of protein a day because I got to burn off the fat because the belly's big and I want to make it not so big. But it's kind of rough to do that when your girlfriend is an executive chef and she keeps bringing delicious things to your house every other weekend. All right, seeing how Ori only has snow on his face because he decided to face ram a snowbank and none on his back, I'm gonna say the snow is over, and that's friggin' awesome. So tomorrow we're not supposed to get any snow. It's gonna warm up too. It's supposed to be like blue skies and barfy burgers, which is awesome. And next weekend is the end of the annoying part of the year where we had to set our clocks ahead. So we lose an hour of sleep on Sunday, but we gain an hour of daylight on the day. So yay. However, 3 days after that happens, the lake closes. Last year I was thinking about going ice fishing on my birthday, and I never did because the lake was, well, there was warnings that there was open water and the ice sucked. I don't know what it's like this year, but honestly, I don't want to even bother. I mentioned it already, not a fan of ice fishing. I went 3 times this year, almost feels like 3 times too many. I'll wait until the spring. I'll go in the spring and it'll be awesome. We can test out that new wish.com fishing rod. Looking forward to making that video. I expect it to be about, well, however long it takes to latch a bass onto it, because I'm pretty sure that sea sucker is going to snap in half like nothing. But we'll wait and see what happens. Plus, I want to get like I'm still doing research on the 3D printer, but I'm hoping to be ordering that up within the next couple of weeks, 3 to 4 weeks-ish. Definitely want to get it before fishing season starts so I can start producing some interesting stuff to use for fishing. Still haven't found the hooks. No idea where the hell they are. The treble hooks, that is. But once I can get that car out of the garage and put it in the driveway, which hopefully April I can do that, even though that's kind of cutting it short because we usually get snow in April anyway because temperatures around here are more up and down than a yo-yo. I was going to say something else, but it wasn't proper. So yeah, because of that, it's like I want to get the car out of there so I can start doing some cleanup in there and set up the bait making shop because I got to get that microwave off the floor and get it up high, or get it up basically somewhere where I can use it, because that's going to be what I'm using to heat the plastisol to make the soft plastics. 3D printer is going in the computer room upstairs. That I already know. That's going to be for sure going upstairs. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I want to get going and plenty of time to do it. So once I get the actual 3D printer set up, there will probably be some time-lapse printing sessions and stuff added to the vlogs here and there. On top of that, when I start making the soft plastics, I'll probably do some inject to fish videos, kind of like what Nate does on his videos there. Why am I Marling Bates? Forgot his channel name, but I remembered his name. That's awesome. So yeah, he did a lot of inject to fish, and I'm probably going to end up doing the same, just go and inject a bunch of Senkos and head down to the lake and sail them out. And on top of that, like I mentioned before, a subscriber was walking by the house when I was outside last time I came back from ice fishing, and we got chatting, and he gave me a couple ideas for some sick spots to go fishing right around the corner from my house. So if I ever want to do a bicycle fishing trip, I can bike to the green store and go fishing there. And that'd be pretty badass. So we might actually do that this summer. Well, not might, we are going to do that this summer too. So anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe, because yeah, winter sucks. I'm doing a lot of these walking, talking vlogs because you don't want to watch me snow blow my driveway every damn time it snows, because that's just boring as frig. And today I pretended to be a seamstress and fixed the freaking pillow. Like, excitement level, she's up there. Anyway, people, this summer it's going to be a lot better. We got some ideas, we got some plans, we got some things going on, some fun stuff, kid stuff, crazy stuff. So be sure to subscribe, check it out. And yeah, on that note, I'm going to shut her down because she's 11:03, 6:30 comes early. I need to sleep. Got to get at least 6 hours of sleep, or otherwise I'll be a cranky bear tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, remember, live it to win it, and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.